Tom and Dan. Yeah. Tom and Dan. Dan.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom from the talk show. Oh, no, hold on.
Oh, what happened? You have an aneurysm. You have an aneurysm?
The Orlando talk show. Comedian Ross McCoy's here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I forgot the Orlando part. I was excited because we're actually breaking news.
Breaking news.
For the first time on Tom and Dan, because I know
Drunky the Bear's back.
Is he back? I've been wanting Drunky the Bear to be back. What are you talking about? I've been begging for him to reprise Drunky Bear.
Oh man.
So I know, like, and most of the times we're joking around, but I know for a fact that a lot of media, local and national, would like to speak to this gentleman right now.
You don't think the ship has sailed?
Ladies and gentlemen, Drunky the Bear.
Yeah, the news churn. The news churn is fast, man. It's
What's going on?
Oh, that was. Oh, shit. Hold
My
on.
nipples are hard. Holy cow.
I don't think we've had an authentic what's going on in like
Decades.
How long? Has it been at least 15 years?
Oh my
An authentic
God.
what's going on?
So-
you just literally he's teasing.
Play the 1 minute of
teasing.
comedy intro.
You know, I've been looking for it. I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm sure I could get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could get it.
So, like, I think this happened last week or 2 weeks ago. It's hard to tell with the how much news.
Well, the churn is so fast, and
But-
people, they care, and then they write that they care on social media, and then they don't care.
I saw a story that they announced that FWC has stopped their investigation or ended their investigation, and no charges will be levied towards the Sloth World
They
owner.
announced they found no cause to issue charges.
Okay, yeah. And then
Which is a weird way to put it when you have 55 bodies.
Yes.
But okay.
But they, I guess they announced it and they're like, all right, we're moving on. And then
It's one of those, like, they clearly should have found, so they're just announcing that they are terrible at their fucking jobs. Announcement, we had an open and shutter and we blew it.
That's our job, and telling people we're bad at our jobs. That's our job.
Or they investigated it, and then technically under the letter of the law,
Those sloths all committed suicide. Holy shit.
there's no criminal
just
neglect
figured it
or
out.
whatever. I don't know.
Epstein.
Anyway, so as soon as that happened, I get a text from our former salesperson, our original salesperson we've ever had for T&D Media.
That is true.
Matt-
He had an email address and everything.
Matt Doolittle,
Slothdeath@tomandan.com.
who later went on to work for Sloth World.
Yes.
Director of marketing.
Director of marketing.
No, he wasn't in the cages. He's a marketing director.
And that's what led us to the interview with the owner that we had on ACT.
And we saw dollar signs. I had big sloth dollar signs in my eyes.
And then obviously the subsequent stuff that happened, and then it blew up.
What happened?
And then so now Matt, when all this shit was going on, of course I was like, Matt, can you come back on the show and talk about it? He's like, I'm not fucking. He's like, this shit is out of
Bananas.
control.
Yeah, fuck
He's
this.
like, I don't even work for the company anymore. Like, obviously this shit.
Well,
is,
he had exited.
Yeah, he's like, I've exited the company. It's crazy. I can't be a part of it because it's.
He pled the fifth 55 times.
Yeah. Like a coward. Like a fucking coward.
Thanks, Rogers.
Yeah.
But then after this happened and FWC said no charges, then Matt's like, hey, I'll come on and talk about it now.
Yes.
And I'm like,
I've never wanted my sloth costume more. I bought a sloth costume, and there was so much heat on this story that I returned it. A
lot of people are like, don't do that.
Yeah,
or
what
whatever.
the fuck, Dan?
So anyway, how you do? Matt Doolittle's on with us. How you doing, Matt?
buddy.
Good. I'm fantastic now. Like, now I'm
you look
free
like
of that.
you got a sloth off your back or
Yeah,
something.
no,
You look good.
So first, Matt was just the director of marketing. It had nothing to do with housing the sloths, being in charge of anything.
I had nothing to do with the animals.
Yeah.
Like,
I had nothing to do with
I had
it.
nothing to do with it.
How did you get? I did nothing.
I had nothing to do with them.
So,
Because
But let me
the
start
rumor
by
on the
saying-
street is that you unplugged the heaters to plug in a fax
No,
machine.
see, that's the difference. So I came in December when I started with him, and I had no idea that all this
December
extra stuff,
2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea that any of this was going on.
Tom, when we were trying to reconstruct the timeline, the confusing part, I think, to us is that big 21 sloth death heater accident. That was like the first thing that happened.
In
And that was in 2024.
It's
which
known
I
as
think
the-
is confusing because you think in your head that's the capstone of it all. But that was the beginning.
No, there's something different in there. So that was, I don't know what happened in there, but when I came,
I can tell you, it's on.
into the
It's
co-
there's a
no,
million
I know
fucking
what they're
news stories
saying,
about it.
but so that was a year before I even got
Right.
there. So
yeah, and the sloths, they already 21 had died.
with the
Yeah.
electricity failure that led to them freezing
Yeah.
to death or just getting too cold and dying.
Yes.
That one happened before Matt in 2024.
So Matt, let's just talk about, because what of all the story, like obviously no news media ever talked to the owner again. Like we were the only interview in
you
Orlando.
were actually the only one Ben actually came into.
Yeah. So Ben, the owner, the guy who was on ACT, and you
Ben
could look-
Agrasta.
Yeah,
You know, I still have my Sloth World shirt, and I thought about wearing it today.
No, I'll tell you the story about what I did with all that merch in a minute too.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh my God! I hope you threw it in the ocean.
No,
I've always wanted to throw stuff
I
in the
did
ocean.
something even worse.
Okay. Hey, all right.
I hope he's just
I jacked off on it, and then I dumped it in a playground at a school.
On Lee Road?
All right.
On Lee Road, maybe?
Wow, dude, why'd you do that?
Matt, let's just talk about like internally. Once you got in, like once you were hired, what was the hiring process like?
So it was an Indeed thing, and like, you know, in Orlando we have hiring issues, you know, for all the stuff that I've done in the past, you know, media, marketing. It's a small market.
There are
So
real jobs available though if you want one.
Yeah, now I have
no
one.
one wants a real job.
now I
He's
have
gotta
one.
get the market.
What are you gonna work at
that's why they're available.
Bojangles making biscuits?
On Indeed, there was a thing for, director of marketing for Sloth World. And I was like, okay, I'll apply
Indeed.
for it in like mid-November. So I applied. Then 2 days later, he calls me. He goes, hey, Ben calls me. He goes, hey, let's talk. I think I like your background, whatever. So I go meet him. And he tells me where the facility is going to be on iDrive. Now, I grew up in Orlando, born and raised, born in Winter Park Hospital, been in bed. So I go, okay, I know exactly where that is on iDrive. And I'm like, that's a t-shirt shop.
Okay, yeah.
And he goes, okay, meet us out here with him and Pete Bandre, who was the head sloth guy, who was the main person. I said, okay. So I go down there, I meet them. It's next to Gator Golf and all this other stuff that's down on iDrive. And I go, this is kind of weird. But they'd gutted the thing. And they're like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I go, okay. Here's my pitch to get the job. And I give him how much money I want a year. And I go, okay. 2 days later, he calls me, you're hired, you're my guy. Or no, he sends me a text through only Facebook Messenger.
That's how Tom replies to my stuff.
which I already...
Have you told people that you only reply to me through... It's Instagram linked to Facebook
I'm already on there scrolling. It's easy.
Yeah,
which I already thought was weird that I'm like...
And he'll text me weird times. He'll be like, today. He's like, hey, I need a logo. And I'm like, well, I'm right. You can walk around the side of the door and talk to me.
Yeah, which I go, okay, if you want to do WhatsApp, I understand it's encrypted, or you want to do text or whatever, but he wanted to go through Facebook app. I go, that's a little weird, but all right, whatever. I need the money. I need the job. And I had the connections and all that. So he brings me in. He goes, okay, I'm going to hire you. You're my guy. I go, okay. So I see his business plan. I see this empty room that he's trying to do, and it's next to, or it's in front of a British pub in the back. If you guys have ever been on iDrive, you know exactly where it is.
I've been to that pub, yeah.
There's a British pub. There's a Gator Golf. There's a... it's where that 24-hour arcade is. It's this little weird area, and I'm like, it's
basically a wildlife preserve.
You would think. Thank you.
I thought that was really weird.
You know what? Can we give a little applause for a visionary, a true visionary? That's a visionary. Right there.
As the Gator,
yeah. Well, you're gonna pee where the tours are, Ross. You're getting with the flow. He can't be out in the goddamn middle of nowhere.
I thought it was really fucking weird that it was like, I was like, you're right here, okay? You're right by Universal Disney. So I reach out to one of our friends, Savannah, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about it? She goes, I don't like this. So I keep going, just, and he just keeps building this up.
I like that you didn't care about her opinion. I like
that.
Personally, the things that I find the funniest are things like that. Yeah. Like, I'll be laughing about that all day, and you're like, yeah.
Well, she didn't say what we wanted to hear.
Exactly.
I thought, well, once we have something established, I'll bring you in and let's see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, well, you can build.
You're like, she's not a dreamer. She's not a visionary like Ross.
She has no idea.
Well, you can build the inside of a building any way you want
to
hold animals. You can make the environment, what they need inside. It doesn't matter about the outside.
God, you sound just like Ben. My God. If you had a cigarette in your hand, I'd be on board.
No. It's not even. I'll get to that point.
Right.
So
you went to her because she was an expert for her expert advice, and then when she disagreed, you said, "I'll prove you wrong."
Yeah. Well, I thought it was something that.
Legitimate is the word you're looking for, I think.
So, well, what does she know about sloth? She knows about alligators.
Alligators next door. We're gonna do sloth. So
stay in your lane, Jolly.
I just kept going with it, and I was like, okay, let's get you guys on. Let's get them on. Tom and Dan. Let's get them on.
You know what? Hey, thank you for thinking that we were your first choice. I appreciate that. Also, Jim Colbert dabbled in this, but he runs from it. We hit it head on.
But we were on Colbert's show.
I know you were, but he tried to act like it never happened and rewrite history. We are writing it. We're writing. We will write it.
So Matt, so when was the first? Because when you did that interview with us, like literally. Even at that time, like after you were like, okay, we're getting our marketing plan together. I sent you our marketing deck, and then we were like, oh, we'll run some commercials for it because as all of you, we all knew like it's like legitimate thing, and I think that's what most people when they were like putting together this plan to put together a Sloth World. I think
it's an attraction.
I think in
animal
most,
attraction.
In people's minds, like, oh, okay, it's got to be legitimate.
Okay.
It's got to be super expensive. They had to have talked to all the local animal stuff in Orange County. You know,
you sound just like him.
You would think
you might as well be Ben.
That's what I said. I say that every day. I say that every day. I was like, I'm working at goddamn podcast Sloth World.
Now, they probably did talk to FWC, who again, with 55 dead sloths on their hand, couldn't find any evidence.
Morons.
Yeah,
absolute morons.
No, well, I'm just saying that a lot of people assume, just like us, that the guy went through the proper protocol.
We did assume that. We did.
Now, okay, let's talk
I did
about
too.
some. So, what was his? Okay, the animals. In your opinion, was there neglect?
Or when did walk us through the first time you saw them? Like you're marketing, you come in, you're talking to
Did
them.
you think it was? Yeah.
Yeah. So the first time I saw that was when we went to the actual, like, I mean, the best way I can describe it is, remember Jurassic Park when they had the main park?
Oh, I love Jurassic
And
Park.
then they had Site B. So Site B was down the street next to O'Shucks. Remember where O'Shucks is? Right down the street on I-Drive.
Sloths love oysters.
So there was this weird facility where he's like, oh, that's where we're keeping them, or that's our quarantine facility. So I went in there. They were taken care of. And I will say,
with their big sloth claw hands.
They don't even need the thing.
Yeah, they don't.
Their claws pull it apart.
They go right under. You know the little nubbin of meat you never get?
Yeah.
Sloths can get it. Yeah. They nubbin it with their razor claws, and then they slurp it down. Oh, shout out Otto's High Dive. I'll see you Sunday for some oysters.
And sloths love Louisiana hot sauce. It's
Oh,
perfect.
yeah, Louisiana brand, the
If you're
official
giving
hot
one.
sauce of your Atlanta Braves.
I will say, though, they were very taken care of in this facility.
That's what Tom said about mosquito nicks. Very good. He gave it it's perfectly fine.
The temperature was perfectly where it needed to be. Like, they seemed happy. Everything was going on.
How do you tell
Like,
if a sloth's happy?
And
it
eating
just
oysters.
comes up and wants food.
there was
everything.
another person besides the owner in charge of the actual.
It was
caring
Pete Bandre, so he seemed like the actual sloth guy.
What
And
were
that's
his
the guy-
qualifications?
So he had AZA qualification, which I didn't know until after all the reports came out that had lapsed in December before I'd started, because I started in January. So his stuff had lapsed in December. He didn't have a qualification. He was bringing stuff up from Miami, so they would basically.
That's what Tom does.
Yeah.
Well, they got all the good stuff down there.
So they would get.
No wonder we got into this mess. Like, seriously, no wonder. You're just so still Miami. You can't take it out of him. It's baked in.
Well, they would get shipped in from like a FedEx truck into or from a shipping container from wherever, and they would drop them off and haul them up here in a van from Miami, which is like 3.5, 4 hours in a van that's not temperature controlled and whatever, and there'd be like a zoo person back there.
You got the windows down there.
Not a
weed
real
smoke.
zoo, not a real zoo person, but they'd be back there like taking care of them, and then they get up, they're all stressed, and that's why they were dying. Like, that's what happened.
Okay, so they were importing them from Miami and then running them up to Orlando in a van.
So they're coming into Miami on a shipping container,
They
though,
were
which
on a
means
shipping
at some
container.
point in South America, somebody chucked them in a shipping container and put them on a boat.
That's not entirely what happened. So Pete had been in which I'm glad now that I've seen there's reports coming out that they're going to get rid of the import of
that's all Orange
exotic
County,
animals and
Laws
everything.
are changing. Yeah.
So he had been the main exotic import animal person in the entire country. Pete was. So he had brought him in, and they were going to zoos which couldn't take care of him, which this place couldn't. So your places like Brevard Zoo, they bring one or two, or the Orlando Science Center would bring in one. They could take care of them. These other places didn't understand how to take care of them, and they die in a couple days because they had, digestive issues and all these other things we talked about. That
When their temperature, then they get stressed, their enzyme in their stomach
and they
causes
need
them
that.
to starve.
They need that to break down food.
Hey, guys, give Dr. Sloth some room.
So what happened was Pete was collecting all of these other animals, bringing them back to Florida, and then they were going to put them in this exhibit.
Okay.
So that's how this started.
All right, so now let's talk about the owner of Sloth World, Ben, the guy that you came in on the show with and we interviewed. So what is your opinion of Ben? When you were working with him to get this promoted, do you think he had a coherent business plan to start this? What was his intentions? I'll give you the floor.
I can swear on here, right?
Yeah.
Worst fucking human being I've ever met in my entire life.
No, really?
And I've seen some goddamn scumbags in my life.
Yeah.
No, he was the
Yikes.
he was a chain smoker. He had a
Well, hold on.
weed
Let's
den.
not villainize that.
No, and this
That was
is all.
3
and I don't
times
care.
a day, Johnny over here. You know?
No, but look, I gotta whatever. But no, he was.
Obama liked to smoke
Yeah,
cigarettes.
come on.
But-
a lot of
but-
people love that guy.
No, and I'm all
You know how
for
many
that.
sloths that motherfucker killed?
But
Yeah.
he would
also played basketball while he smoked, which I think is really cool.
chain smoke in his house in front of his animals was just the worst person.
Hold on, you're talking to Florida here, man. What are you doing? Every Shih Tzu
but in front of
this,
animals.
every Shih Tzu in this fucking state has cigarette smoke on its
You're
pelvis.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
This is America. You can smoke in front of
You
your
can't, at
animals.
least for
But-
now.
If you divulge that this man taught a sloth to smoke, you might turn things around for him.
But the worst thing,
sloth would
the
have been
the
bad.
worst thing I,
Sloth slowly smoking a cigarette is like the coolest thing I
That's
can
cool.
think of.
That's
Yeah.
smoking cool.
Absolutely.
Smoking slow is cool.
So slow.
he only cared about how much money we were making.
That's Tom.
So,
You keep checking the
Well,
boxes.
it's an important aspect of a
but
business.
did you have
He
a?
wore the same outfit every
but
day.
Did you have a clicker? So what the breaking point for me was, he just kept asking about like, what money are we doing? How much money are we making off this? You're doing that. Like, I got him X amount of exposure on here. I took him to the 407 on Fox 35. I took him.
Was he on Fox 35?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Ben or Pete was. We got him over there. We got him on Colbert Show. We did all the fun stuff. You know, I'm pushing this, like, and he goes, well, look, I bought this clicker thing, and look how many sales we're making. Click, 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 click. This clicker in his.
Is that one of those like social media like add up?
Yeah.
I've seen those.
In
yeah.
his
Oh my God, I'm
in his
ready to
kitchen.
get clicker for studio.
In the house.
Oh, to see our sales up there.
I can put it right here.
Yeah.
I can put it right here.
In the house that
Downloads.
he
Look how
was
many
renting.
downloads are streaming out. That's us.
In the
downloads
house
don't
that he was
matter.
renting in Winter Park that was worth $2 million. You can look it up on Zillow. And with his jet ski that he would take to Trader Joe's and his rhino.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to ride a jet ski.
No,
to
he had a
Trader
jet
Joe's.
ski that he would take to Trader Joe's.
No, I want to take a jet ski. That's a dream of mine. I
Yeah.
look like a guy that would ride a jet
Yeah.
ski to Trader Joe's and then get out. I go inside. I buy some premium priced wine, some
Yeah.
$2 chuck.
No, he rolled up. He rolled up
Yeah.
in it one day and got out of it.
I'm like, pick me up some Takis for Tommy.
I got you. I got you.
The only thing that can make it cooler, you're being driven by a sloth smoking a cigarette.
on a jet ski. That's badass.
Yeah.
That's a shirt. I'm gonna have AI create that, and and then you put that on your clicker. How many sloth jet ski shirts have we sold? I don't know, man. We can't keep them in stock.
But so he had this whole printing press thing in his garage.
Was my shirt printed in his garage?
Yes.
Oh, that's badass. I still have my shirt.
Yeah.
I
in
still
his
have my
garage.
shirt.
I got rid of it. I'll tell you that story in a
Okay,
second.
all right.
So he got rid of so he had that printing press in there. It was the whole thing in his house, but like everything came out of that place. He had that $300,000 Rhino. He had a $120,000 Hummer EV. All this stuff. He just
When you said a rhino, I assumed it was the animal. I
No,
honestly
no,
thought-
no.
I was like,
do you guys remember when we
Well,
came
he
here?
rode that
The
to
truck
public.
he had. He had that truck he parked right outside. It was this giant $300,000 Rhino truck, and I'm like, he's like, well, I'm looking out for everybody coming in, and I got my guns ready to go. You guns all over the house. All this
I mean, this
weird
is
stuff.
who I
Like,
want to be.
The dude was a psycho, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then it finally had a breaking point where he's like, okay, you're going to be at my house every day on Friday, and I can't get sales. I'm like, what do you mean for sale? I can't sell something that's not going to open, because he kept extending the dates.
Right.
And what broke me was I went to the facility before, when he wasn't even there, and I talked to the construction guys, and this was maybe last March, and I was like, when do you think we're actually going to open? They go, May, June, we're not even close. And he was pre-selling stuff. So when you pre-sell stuff, you have to have the back end to sell, you know, if they're asking for refunds. And he didn't have the money for the refunds. So that's why he had to declare bankruptcy when they finally were like, we're not doing this anymore.
Because of all the pre-sales and now, okay, so let's go
We
back.
had already cut our commercial too.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you were asking me, you were like,
releases.
hey, can we come do a walkthrough? I'm like, I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah. I was excited too. I wanted to ride the jet ski to Trader Joe's.
That's
He
how
promised
far
me
from
that.
it.
I
could
never
be the
fucking
whole
got
thing.
that. I never fucking got that.
So a couple of questions. Did the owner, Ben, care about the animals themselves?
In your opinion? In my opinion, no.
He just
He just wanted money.
did he show interest in distress because prior to this, even prior to you working with them, like 21 sloths had already died in that temperature problem.
I knew nothing about that. So I've already talked to Dr. Escamani, floor representative.
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Escamani.
Yeah.
She called me directly when all this started breaking, and she called me.
Can I ride the jet ski?
No, she didn't. She
That would
would
be
not
funny.
say that. She's a nice woman.
I'm on the jet ski. You know, that would have been funny. But no, she asked me about what was going on. I told her, exactly what I've told everybody. Like, I'm not lying about anything that I've seen. And no, he didn't care about the animals. He cared about the money.
Yeah,
which is what bothered me. And I saw the way, and this is like, nobody else has heard about the way he treated his cats. Like he just whop them off the counter.
I'll whop a cat.
Or like
the way
he treated his
I'll
dog.
whop a cat. They're tough animals. They land on their feet. They always land on their feet.
But
They have
like-
9 lives. I don't know if you know that. I'm Dr. Cat.
You can tell a good person by how they treat their animals. And I was like, okay, this is a little odd. And then we went to the facility.
You said earlier he would smoke at home in front of his animals. What was his menagerie at home? He had cats and what else?
He had cats and like these 3 giant dogs that were, the good floofs, and but it looked like he didn't care about them.
But
like,
he didn't have anything exotic at the house, just dogs and
no,
cats?
no,
Okay.
but he did have a sloth in his previous life at his bonsai farm.
Oh, that's badass, dude. Bonsai farm with a
I know we
sloth.
talked
Yeah.
about that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
they took the sloth away from him because he couldn't take care of it. And what we found out is you can't take care of these things. Like it takes a lot to
Yeah.
take care of a sloth.
They're specialty animals.
It's
for
not
sure.
a pet.
So Matt,
No, it's an exotic animal that should just be left alone.
Right. Leave it up in the trees.
Yeah, agreed.
in your opinion, do you think that there was any criminal neglect that he, did with these sloths?
100%.
Okay.
You shouldn't get into a business like that if you don't know how to take care of them. And what my opinion is that he didn't employ the right people to take care of it. I think Pete had the best interest in these animals. Okay. But
Like he didn't want them to die, obviously,
He didn't
because
want
there's
them to
money.
die,
Yeah.
but
I didn't get that vibe.
Your money is.
no, but the people he had employed were not the right people. And the fact that when they were transferred from the facility to the, what was it, the Brevard Zoo or what's the Sanford Zoo?
Yeah.
The Sanford Zoo, they couldn't even keep them alive. And those are AZA accredited vets.
Yeah.
They couldn't even keep
And
them
they
alive.
were in very
So-
poor shape.
and they were in poor
there.
shape when they
Yeah.
got there. So you weren't not even taking care of them up to that point.
Yeah.
And one of them, Bandit, that I had named, because, hey,
Oh, you named Bandit?
I
Yeah,
named
you know
Bandit.
why? Because
had
he's
died.
smoking around and smoking in the band.
Well,
There you go, right? It writes
That's a good
itself.
name.
It writes itself.
well,
It's
because I'm
great.
a big Burt Reynolds fan, and I was like, they go, name this
Me
one. I go,
too.
Bandit.
Yeah.
And I was
Sally
like,
Field. By,
and then when
by
he-
hand to God, one of the hottest ladies ever to do it.
and
Sally
Burt
Field.
Reynolds, Mitch English and I, like, Burt Reynolds is our guy. When he died, I was like, God damn it, you fucking killed that one.
Put
Like,
a truck horn on your jet ski.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's fantastic.
or put the flaming eagle on the front of the jet
Oh,
ski.
yeah. A black jet ski
Yeah.
with the eagle, gold
With the
eagle on the
eagle,
front. Oh, that's hot.
with a
So-
hat on.
I got an
Matt,
idea.
So I'm curious to the environment of like right after we had you on the show, right? And this was still
And
like,
you were getting to work. I saw you over there in front of your computer. Like, I got to write the best business proposal of my life.
I tried.
no, but right around that time, like everything was still a go. Well, Sloth World was gonna open. Obviously, behind the scenes, it was a fucking mess, and like it wasn't gonna even possibly be open until like late summer. But he was trying to get it open the next month
By
Anyway,
February.
So then the news started. So what was the first inkling that all the media was coming down on him? Like, because I'm sure you got like there's a panic. He's smoking in his garage, calling you as emergency meeting.
Well, no, it was even that. So he let me. So there was an incident where he was finally like, "Oh, you need to be here every day," and like we're not making sales. I go, "Well, I can't sell something when I don't know what the opening day is going to be," because he kept telling everybody, "Oh, we'll be open by February." Okay, February came and went. Okay, people wanted their tickets back. So he was basing his margins on or paying off construction people and everything on the money that was coming in, but he couldn't refund it. So I don't know where that money was. I never saw the money side of it, but he kept saying, okay, well, if you don't bring in the money, we can't pay the construction people. We can't pay you. So what show me where your money is. And I'm like, well, Tom and Dan, we did this. We were on the Colbert Show. We got this amount of money. We were on Fox. So, I mean, if nobody's buying it, what do you want me to do? So then it came to blows where one morning he would get up on the toilet like a
Wait, stand on the toilet? I stand on the toilet. I have to stand on the toilet to get toilet paper because the shelves are so goddamn high.
I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
Tell me you're not
you bullied me. I'm standing there with a shit ass, standing on the toilet, getting a toilet paper roll.
You're one of those. You're one of those angry shit talkers. You know what I mean. I don't have to go there,
Yeah.
but you're one of those shit guys. And at 8:00 in the morning on a Friday, he sends me this just. Like 8 texts of stuff through Facebook Messenger because he wouldn't talk through like actual people talk. And I go, I look at my wife and I go, I don't want to do this anymore. And she goes, I'll write your resignation. And she literally wrote a resignation letter and hit send.
Oh, I love telling my wife to do stuff for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, now I have AI now. I use AI now.
Yeah.
It's taking a lot of heat on Andrea.
But my wife's an attorney and we're all dum-dums and we got in this business because we're stupid.
Yeah.
And so
How dare you?
Well,
he's not wrong.
I was about to hire you again.
Yeah, he's not at all wrong.
I mean, we all married up. Come on, let's
You got
go.
us Red Cypress Brewery. That was a good account.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that was
that
a
guy.
great
It wasn't.
account. And you know what? They still made some of the best beer. Like
was
people
pretty good.
still talk about Red Cypress beer.
But
yeah,
I looked
good
at
stuff.
my attorney wife and I said, "Am I good to be?" She goes, "Here's your," and I go, "Hit it." And so she sent the F off letter.
Okay, so you had quit before even all the media started coming down on him.
But I was there when I started pushing it. So then I get a note from about 2 weeks later. We're going to the Target. We're in the Target. Yeah, I say that. And I get a thing on LinkedIn from another guy. He goes, "Hey, I took over your job at Sloth World, and I'm doing the same thing." And I go, "Good luck."
Was that man's name Remy?
No, his name was actual Matt. Also,
Oh, another Matt.
So
I
he
was
just
about
kept
to say,
collecting Matt.
I hope it was Butler. That would be the ultimate.
It was Ross, actually.
All right. So okay.
So then about 3 weeks after that, he goes, "Yeah, he fired me for the same thing." I go, "No, you didn't get fired because he was just like trying to collect all this money. It was like a Ponzi scheme."
Yeah.
Did you think that that he thought, because I still don't think that the plan was to kill sloths and cheat people. I don't think that was the thing. But he's in over his head, and he was trying to get enough money to really make it happen, right?
No, but
just he needed more and more money.
But if you looked at the facility with what was going on in there, and after the last time I went there, the construction guys were like, "There's no place for them to have a medical facility. There was no food area, really. There was
one of the construction guys was a sloth.
He would have been better off. Yeah. The facility made no sense and they wanted to have, Ben wanted to have over 30 sloths in there. And sloths are not communal animals. They want to be separate. They want their babies.
Oh my
They
God,
want
I'm
you
a
to be over
sloth.
here. But everything he wanted made no sense.
Right.
Okay, so he had it was a classic, this rich guy who you said was rich because of
He sold a platform on a video game, or he was a Bitcoin guy, because he always said, "I'm gonna have to sell so much Bitcoin to get in here."
That's a cool thing to say, though. That's a cool thing to say on your jet ski. It is. You know, because I don't have any
I'm going to
Bitcoin.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
I need to sell
I wish
Bitcoin.
I had some Bitcoin.
Basically what he did.
Yeah.
So he had a bunch of money. He came up with this idea because he had one sloth that some
bonsai tree.
thing he had.
It's the most insane idea.
And he
when
got
you
high and he came up with this idea. I'm going to bring in a bunch of sloths. He found out he could do it, which, by the way, is being stopped now by Orange County.
Thank God.
No more.
Thankfully.
No more will people be able to import exotic animals for this type of business or
Which
whatever.
is bullshit because it's fucking at my favorite restaurant.
And so he's like, "Oh, I can import these exotic, these sloths and then do the Sloth World." But he had no business doing it because he wasn't a sloth professional. He didn't hire the right people. He didn't have the right infrastructure. He was obviously didn't have the right funding.
Mm-hmm.
And
he had the right funding. That's the problem. You give someone a blank check, that's what he kept doing. He kept paying for this to keep happening. And then buying the property that he did on iDrive you're buying it from a guy that, so the way he told me about, do you guys know how the iDrive thing works?
No.
So it's this guy that is, I forget his name, but he owns all of those t-shirt shops up and down iDrive.
Okay, so one guy?
It's one guy from India.
Okay.
And he leases them off, and then he brings over his family, and they load up a t-shirt shop until someone wants to buy it. And then they put their people in there. So he moved people around. So when Ben bought this thing, the guy was like, okay, I'll lease that out. And then he put his tortoises over at the gator shop the next door, and then leased that property, then leased that property. So it's a whole thing going on iDrive that he thought was going to be able to be built out. That didn't happen.
Okay, so
now
you wanted to build like an animal.
He won Capybara World right next to it.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Capybara World.
Hey, you need commercials? I'll say
Yeah. I'll work on the business thing. You need a logo? I'll work on that.
He was working on Capybara World.
You should have started with Capybara World because they're fucking easy. They're just big rats.
Yeah, they are easy.
But Ben was already thinking about, we can open one in Japan. We can open one in Italy. We can do that. And I was like, okay, well,
Anybody
let's
ever
open this
notice
one.
that Capybara looks like Mel Gibson? They got that big yellow teeth in the front.
You're not wrong. I mean, the same beard.
They got their big yellow Passion of the Christ teeth.
What blew my mind is that so one of the couple things where I was, as a PR guy and I've been marketing for 20 years.
Sorry, Matt, I got to do this one. That explains why that capybara called my wife sugar tits at the encounter.
Ben thought no protesters would show up. And I brought it up to him. I said, you're going to have animal activists out there. And he goes, no, nobody's going to show up. I go, are you kidding me? And then when the Sloth World Conservation started that was the first big hit. Then
you mean the article where all the sloth companies from across the globe wrote so they combine their information and then they use like real doctors and medical sloth professionals and then they wrote this like almost an opinion piece saying, hey guys, not a good idea. It was actually go ahead.
So that was before this happened. So the two,
because that was kind of in a vacuum. They just put out that thing saying,
and it wasn't mean to him or anything. It was just like, hey, this is not a good idea.
And what they said was like, we don't even really have any evidence, but just based on what they're saying, this doesn't sound like a good fucking idea.
Correct. We read the same thing.
So Ross, to your point, here's where the evidence came in. So the toucan conservation from
Toucan World.
Yeah.
I'm on board for that. I'm on board
says
for
toucan,
that.
but they're
Follow my
basically-
nose.
then we
It always knows.
You hand him a bowl of Fruit Loops at the end of the fucking. It's
my
great.
God, it writes itself.
It says toucan, but they're basically a sloth organization down in Costa Rica. They came up, and I was actually there, and they found the pregnant sloth that we went through the facility and all that, and they went to dinner. After that, Ben was like, "Oh, they thought we were great." 2 days later, they basically were like, this isn't good. This shouldn't happen, whatever. And they were
But
partners.
they still ate the guy's dinner, huh? I mean, they toured the facility, they judged it subpar, and they're like, all right, let's go to Chili's.
That
is what you do, though. That is the move.
Well,
Tom and I've done this before, too. Tom and I've done this before, where we're out with somebody, they want to advertise on our show. We know we're not going to do it, but they're taking us to Gators. So I'm going to get 10 20-minute wings, lemon pepper with some fries.
What's the wine place down there on iDrive? Whatever. Anyway, so they took them there, but then they went back and they're like, "No, we don't endorse this."
Okay,
and that's where it started. That was
this gentleman who spent $1,000 on wine feeding us. It was a horrible man.
He would spend money no matter what, but his house was like this weird, like it was like a t-shirt shop. It's like when you guys first started. Like I went to your guys' place and it was like
easy.
That's my business partner's house.
Easy. We had a young teen girl that would fold the shirts outside of my
you
house.
guys know what I mean.
My
but
God,
it was just
you wouldn't wear underwear.
At least you guys have a legit business now. But like this guy had no idea what he was doing, and I would sit around going, "Yeah, it's cool, whatever. Hey, paycheck cleared." So I mean, it just at the end of it, I was finally like, "This isn't ethical. I don't like what's going on here because
It fell apart.
I love what SeaWorld does. Look, I've loved what SeaWorld does since the 80s, when they finally were like...
Asterisk Aquatica.
Yeah. But they were like, I just saw what he was trying to do, and I was like, well, these sloths are never going to see the outside, right? And he goes, well, yeah, because we're just going to have babies, and and then it finally came out that they were going to feed them off to all these other zoos, and I was like, I'm out of here.
So his even eventual plan was to then sell off the sloths.
Yeah.
The
overall thing was they were gonna like breed them and all this, and they were never gonna see the outside, which I thought was disgusting.
So, and I guess
But if they did see the outside, it would just be gator golf, which would probably freak them out.
Gator golf, or
probably would be like, let us stay in here. There's no gators.
or the back pond that used to be Wet and Wild. You know.
So Matt, I guess, is there anything else that you've seen in media? Because this is the first time you've done an interview.
This is the first thing I've I told you guys since I dragged it in here that one time.
Well, he called Savannah and she said, "Don't do it." Don't do it. But...
I think this is a bad idea. I don't like
What does she know? It's fine. We'll take one. Yeah.
So, in all the stories that you watched unfold, all of us did, because this eventually, this made national news. This was the hottest story in Central Florida.
The hottest story.
For
hottest story, great story.
2 weeks, right? Like it was.
Oh yeah.
Everything was.
It's a stain on animals in Florida for sure.
Well, he kept adding on. Like, the sloths got rescued. They got taken to the zoo. They kept slowly dying. There was new sloth obituary.
That was
day.
what I kept seeing all them die. I was
Ginger
like, well, I've seen
and
them,
Bandit and it's sad.
The Bandit one killed me.
Out of all this media you watch, is there any things that you saw that were not true, or people the media didn't know that you were like, oh, this isn't true, or oh, this happened and they're reporting it like this, or everything they reported is basically what you saw yourself?
It was worse than what I saw, and what fucking pissed me off is that Ben didn't do an interview and actually own up to this shit, because he's a coward. That guy,
just like Fauci. Sorry, I'm here for jokes. That's all I'm here for.
I don't approve that
I put on my
message.
Aaron Rodgers hat.
I do not approve that message. But
you know how many fucking sloths Fauci killed?
Thank you, visionary.
My overall statement is that I thought Pete had the best interest in the animals, because he's an actual animal guy. Granted, he traded and sold all these exotic animals and everything, and thank God, Florida's going to.
But he tried to take care of them.
He tried to take care of them. Ben gave no Fs. Like, he didn't care. Like, he didn't care about the animals. All he wanted was the profit. And when he put that, Shopify thing with this clicker on there of how much money we're making, and he goes, "You know what I don't hear? I don't hear that thing making money." I was like, "Fuck you, dude. You
Tom,
don't
write that down. That's what you say.
That's a good line. If you said that to me, I would rattle my bones a little bit. I'd get to work.
All right.
No, I get it. You need to make money, but you should have.
I need an audible ding for every dollar.
but you could hear the thing, and he's like, "Oh, I don't hear it making money." And we're sitting in his kitchen, and his overall thing to me was like, "I don't see you here making money." I'm like, "Well, dude, I've given you all this media, and no one appreciates it." So we went down to.
Chili's.
I wish, but there were multiple hotel organizations down on I-Drive we tried to do partnersps with, and at the end
We'll
of
put
the
a
day,
sloth in your room.
That'd be cool.
Dude, that's badass.
Ross, you're not wrong. We were close to that.
What do you mean?
Well, the sloth suite.
So we were gonna do a sloth suite. So
you
it's
could
like all
fuck your wife in a heart-shaped tub in front of a sloth.
So all the merch, we were going to do a merch sloth in there, and then you'd have access to it, because his insane idea was that you were going to have $45 tickets, and we were going to be sold out for 6 months ahead of time for 45 people at a time to go through there from 9 to 9. And I go, how are you going to regulate that? And also, you weren't allowed to bring in service animals. Okay, how are you going to regulate that? And people from from overseas, they're gonna come in and they go, "Oh, I just want to walk in and see the sloths." Nope, you can't. You had to have pre-made ticket and all this. I was like, that's not how a business model works.
I don't know. I'm on board.
I like service
sloth suite sounds.
I mean, you're gonna have a Tom and Dan tour through here,
Yeah.
Use your hands, old man.
But the
Leave your
business,
German Shepherd outside.
And
But my service animal's a sloth.
You're allowed. God damn, your visionary card today is like 90 punches, Rob.
you're gonna have your own rocket launch in a bit. But every time I tried to push back, no, it'll be fine. No, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, that'd be great. Like, I was like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, he just had no idea how business actually works, especially when you're getting a theme
I've heard that before.
Well, that's what he told Steve Jobs at first.
I was your first sales guy, so go for it.
So Matt, let's go to the T-shirts because they were sought after for a minute there.
Yeah. Oh, Jack Bradshaw still wears it.
Oh no, he did. I went to a brew bus thing with him.
Yeah, he had it on.
He didn't know I was showing up for the brew. And
he probably got scared.
Yeah.
I have mine in the back of my closet. I thought about putting it on eBay, so I don't know about that.
I got my Tumblr. I don't let my kids use it anymore.
Retired it. Yeah, I retired
It's like
the shirt.
Sadness.
Yeah, I put the shirt in the back of the.
What happened with the shirts?
So I took all that merch and I threw it down to the Salvation Army on Lee Road, and I'm hoping when he drives out and sees the homeless guys at Lee Road wearing his T-shirts.
I love it.
Well, there's a bunch of Sloth World shirts.
Well, because
one
of his texts was like, "I hope you send me back all that merch because otherwise I'm going to charge you for it." I go, okay. What I did, I threw it in there. I take it to Salvation Army, and I'm hoping there's a homeless guy wearing your Sloth World shirt as you drive by to get on I-4.
Is that sign still up over there, or did they pull the sign down?
No, they pulled everything down.
Yeah.
Like so the guy that owns all that property down there is one of those like, oh, where's my money? He's one of those guys. So
is that Russian? I think that's Russian. We're allowed to be Russian.
That's right. Yeah. But anyway, it's gonna be one of those where it's.
I thought you were doing Jerky Boys.
I'm hoping. I know he declared bankruptcy, but I'm hoping he goes broke after this whole thing because he's just a bad person. He treated and seeing him in front of like his girlfriend, in front of his animals, everything. He was just a bad person.
Okay. So is there anything at the end of this?
What have we learned?
I guess.
Is this your final thought, Tom's final thought?
Wait, I got one more question. Do you know what they did with all the sloth corpses at the end of the day? Because there's no burying it, there's no burning it. So, like, what did they do with the dead sloths?
I got that question from the sloth conservation people. They're like, "Did you see a cooler or anything?" I was like, "I never saw a dead sloth." When I went to the facility, they were all fine. They were eating. They looked healthy. Two of them were pregnant. I never saw, in my time there, anything in distress. Now, did I have questions about what they were doing? Yes. When I saw what was going on in the main facility, which we will call Jurassic Park, my question was, are these going to be real leaves or are they going to be fake leaves? Oh, we'll mix real leaves with fake leaves.
Love it.
Sloths don't know the difference. Like what? So
I love it. Great idea.
That was weird.
Saves cost. Cuts cost.
Yeah.
But how much leaves are now with a goddamn Iranian war?
But in the offsite facility, they seemed fine. I never saw a dead one.
Okay, so in your opinion, based on the facilities, the knowledge of the facilities you have, what could they have done with 21 dead sloths, basically?
A salute, the world's saddest salute.
A
21 dead sloth salute at a soldier's burial.
Send him off on a raft in the middle of the lake behind Hogan's Beach Shop. I don't know. That's exactly where it was.
Oh my God, I love that, brother.
Matt, in your opinion,
in the old Perkins?
Yeah, it was that whole area, like right over there. It was next to a Burger King.
Yeah. Oh, Perkins has wonderful pie.
In your opinion, Matt, is it possible that Ben, the owner, hid a bunch of shit from FWC
100%
and evidence that there was neglect going on? Do you think he's capable of that?
I mean, he hid it from him, so
yeah. And
I'm trying to be like a lawyer here.
So at his house over that he had in Winter Park, there was an extra area, and even the sloth conservative people were like, "Did you ever see a cooler or anything?" I was like, "No, I didn't see a cooler."
What kind of cooler? Are we talking a Yeti?
Pretty much, no, it was like a beef, like a beef cooler,
right?
You know, one of those big like beef.
That's what
cooler
I call
things.
my wife's pussy.
And I said,
"Come on."
I said, "Well," I told him, I said, "Well, I saw something weird." And I don't know. I didn't see it in the I didn't see it where there's a.
Where's the beef cooler?
Where's the sloth cooler?
Right.
What'd you see that was weird?
It was just this like gym area, but it was like he was like, "Oh, no, go over there." So I never went over
Hey,
there.
quit stooping around him. That's what I tell Maisie around my marijuana. hey, get out of there. Get out of Daddy's door.
As you have a weed den.
Yeah, get out of there.
But he had a weed den with like a lazy Susan that was like spinning around. He's like,
Hold on
hey,
a second.
And that was out in the open.
Hold on, what was on the Lazy Susan? A bunch of joints.
bunch of weeds,
Okay.
like and
Oh,
like
you don't
bongs.
know.
He's like, "You want to hit?" And I'm like, "No." As we were coming here, he hotboxed out in his Rhino before we walked in here.
I smelled it.
He hotboxed the Rhino.
Yeah, he hotboxed this
That's
Rhino.
the name of the show. Hotbox of the Rhino.
He's like, I'll be high.
I was like, "Well, okay, well, let's go in there and do an interview."
So did this gym have like 40 just standalone?
I didn't see. I wasn't allowed to
freezers,
see
or
it.
You,
Like,
you weren't
he
even
kept-
allowed in that.
I wasn't
okay.
allowed in that area.
That's
No.
wild.
Yeah.
God.
I'm probably not going to have sex tonight because of the beef cooler.
So a lot of things. This is my final thought.
I love these.
First, I'm getting great joy in the fact that this is the only interview you're doing, for the media. So other legitimate media is going to have to listen to this.
Yeah. That's why I wore the Darkwing Duck shirt. I'm like, if this ends up on Netflix, screw it.
And they have to sit through
Rest in peace, Kyle Busch and Darkwing Duck.
They have to sit through all the jokes, the beef cooler, everything. Professionals have to listen to it. So I get great joy out of that. And second, I feel like a lot of people probably thought this is pretty much what happened. A rich guy bought or had this stupid idea.
Not even a rich guy. I've known a lot of rich guys, and I'll cut you off on that. Rich guys that are smart with business. He was a tech bro that thought, "Oh, I have this great idea." It's like if you want to have a pound of squirrels or raccoons, or like I'm going to have this whole paddock, and just went from nowhere and having no idea what the fuck you were actually doing.
And by the way, not the first time. The
pound of
bonsai tree farm thing you were talking about, bonsais are like a highly specialized tree that require specialized care or else they just die. And this guy bought a bunch of bonsais and left them out in the rain and they all fucking died. This is his second swing. God only knows what he's going to do next.
All I can think about is Raccoon World in Castleberry.
Yes.
Because there's a bunch for free right there in the woods.
Right next to the Pokemon
I
store.
can travel all day long in my house. They're everywhere.
That cul-de-sac, I know what you're talking about.
And then Raccoon World, you bring in anything you want.
You're bringing it. You can do anything.
You flick your cigarette out.
They'll pick it up.
No
and eat
one
it.
cares about raccoons.
Yeah.
All right. So, Matt, anything else you want to share with us?
But their little arms are too short to drive the jet ski. That's the only problem with
Oh,
raccoons.
they need to stand on another one's shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Three
Three raccoons in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to say that I hope that something comes about with like he was absolutely not in the right mind for doing this, and those sloths died like for no reason. They should have been left where they are. Don't touch them.
Leave them alone.
Exotic animals, leave them alone. Look, I love SeaWorld and peace and love to them, but we don't bring orcas in anymore for a reason.
Correct.
Because they're too smart. They're too
Because the media
intelligent.
caught on to them doing that bullshit.
Leave them alone.
Well, they're all snooping around, Ross.
Yeah.
They're just
Goddamn
minding their-
media digging into our shit.
Leave these exotic animals alone. You want to put a exhibit together, and I love what Gatorland does, and because sometimes these animals need that. But when you have these super specialized animals, leave them where they need to be. Or if you have one or two that you can take care of and actually take care of, then great. But don't have the idea that you're going to bring in 30 of them with unexpected expectations on a freaking thing on iDrive. No fucking way that was
Right.
going to work.
It was just half cocked.
All for money, yeah.
I thought Raccoon World was a terrible idea until he said Gatorland. That's basically Gatorland. They just
Raccoon World
they
would be
just
great.
fence off
Look,
an
Jimmy-
area of Florida and let the trash animals that live there
Look,
anyway copulate until there's a ton of them. Raccoon World makes perfect sense. In
If
that
I could
light.
have a slothomy, like a Jimothy, but sloth, we could have made $1 billion.
Oh,
but
short spine sloth.
Short spine sloth would be the
Yeah.
cutest thing in the world. But you got to leave these exotic animals where they live, because even when I was starting to learn about them, they're in Costa Rica. They have a certain temperament. They have a certain body temperature they need to be in. When you open the door in Orlando in the middle of December, it might be a cold day. It might have killed them. Leave these animals where they are.
Oh, I just thought of something. If you inbreed,
Town? That's what I'm thinking.
if you inbreed the raccoons enough, they'll eventually
get a Jimothy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
That-
could give you a
that's gold.
Jimothy. We just
There's a
got
couple over by the Green Parrot in Castleberry.
Oh, Parrot World.
Well, Matt, and now after this interview, I imagine a lot of media is going to reach out to.
Nah, we're over it.
No, I'm telling you,
Sloths.
dude, it's still. I looked up Sloth World News, and then
still pops up.
every single news organization is reporting on the new Orange County ordinance.
Yeah.
So they're changing. So it's
Because
still.
that's the only good news we've received. Is
Well, and
that
Anna
now things are changing.
Escamani, and to her credit, she's pushing this really hard because she really believes in this. This was a complete fuck up by the FWC, and I believe that.
And that's
like,
why
the
we're getting
FWC
changes, right?
The FWC needs to be investigated for this whole thing because you have no fucking way that I would have gone through there as a competent person and gone, yeah, this looks good for animals in front of a British bar next to a gator golf thing. Are you fucking serious?
Now,
It's a nice pub.
It's a nice pub
Yeah, it's
at
a nice
8 in the
pub.
morning when these British kids are out there
Yeah,
drinking.
it's fun for
Now-
soccer.
and smoking cigarettes.
Little EPL action.
Sloths love Scotch eggs.
Oh, yeah.
They
so
love the
do
World
I.
Cup.
So
You know
do
what?
I.
They're all for South America teams. There you
now,
go.
just to defend the FWC a little bit, just because
Play the defending a monster.
Oh, my God.
So, because I do get see them every once in a while on my boat, and I don't want to get pulled over. So like
I thought your dad hated him. If your dad heard you defend him,
I support the FWC
No,
sticker.
well,
you're going to say that with
I-
a ghost of your grandpa on your shoulder?
I don't need them checking my boy's fishing license next time we're over there off my
Oh,
boat.
I see
You know,
what
I don't
it
know
is.
if
I
I
see what
renewed
you're
it.
doing.
I don't know
You
nothing.
self-serving some bitch.
I'm just saying, sometimes you're handcuffed by the law. So if the law states here this and this, and the FWC is like, listen, I can only follow the law.
Yeah.
Is
The
this,
law needs to change in order for us to enforce
in
something.
my opinion, is this good for sloths? No, but my opinion doesn't matter because I'm here to enforce the
But
law.
it's not sloths, it's exotic animals. There's common sense.
Yeah,
if you
but
had
that's
a
not in
lemur,
the law. Have you known the law?
Right, I know. Well, I know the law.
No common
But think about
sense.
it. If you had a lemur walking around in here, be like, well, maybe you have a license for a lemur. You know, if you had a Tom and Dan lemur or some,
Oh,
you
get
know,
your lemur recommendation.
The FWC also hosts every year the Great Florida Python Hunt, so maybe they're a little desensitized. You never know.
great Florida sloth hunt.
Just a lot of people that are paid to enforce the law. That's all they can do, and then they get criticized because they're like, "Well, didn't you know?" It's like, I knew, but I just
what am I supposed to do?
All I could do is
Right.
do the law.
One quick thing about when we were even getting the thing licensed was Ben told me, he goes, yeah, they're going to have to come through, and then it's a month of checking out the area. Okay. Then it's another month of the animals being in the enclosure before they can even clear it. Then it's another month of seeing that they're actually still alive and, marking off if they were sick, if this or whatever. So there was a 3-month process that was supposed to go through from the FWC before that enclosure even opened. They never checked out, Site B, Site C, all the other ones. They never even got to that point.
Well, but is that because he never got to that point?
He never got to that point.
Right.
But they should have been in there in the first place to go, this isn't going to be good. Like there was
Right.
no medical area for those animals in that facility. If you go down on iDrive right now and you can walk in there, there was nowhere for those animals to be taken care of. There was no actual food area.
We use the changing table at Chili.
The quality
down
Yeah,
to the
koala care.
that's just like a hospital
I
bed.
shit ye nay. I shit ye nay. When I was still there, I took my nephew to that Chili's and we walked in and I go, well, this is a lot more work. He goes, that looks shitty. I go, well.
I like a good kid making fun of your job, your career.
Amazing.
I was like, well,
you're going to make jokes on top.
I just paid for your damn skillet queso, so fuck off.
Hey, Skillet
Dave,
Queso's
you
back,
son
baby.
bitch.
Skillet Queso is back.
I was leaving my house this morning. I said to my kid, can you walk the dog? I got to go to work. And he goes, yeah, right. True story.
Love it.
Well, Matt, thanks for coming in and telling
Yeah,
your
thank you,
story,
buddy.
and your side of the story. And good luck after this. You're gonna be inundated
Let's see what happens.
with media.
Look, my wife's an attorney, so all good.
Yeah, and then if I see you on Channel 6 or 9 or 2,
CNN.
and I'm like, he said he's only gonna do us, that motherfucker.
Well, they're gonna take clips from this, and at least
no, that clips of this is good.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Except for the beef cooler. Chill out on that. This man called his wife's vagina a beef cooler.
You know what's going to be great is when they
Worse than Sloth World? We think so.
Dan and Ross, what's going to be great is when they pull up the video of me zipping him up in the bear suit as he is about to do flips on
They
a
go
bike.
to the file.
Do you want to tell that real quick before we get a break that he saved your life?
Oh yeah. Matt reminded me that he's like, I saved your life one time. I'm like, what? And it's funny that I don't remember someone saving my life, but I was like, oh, yeah, but
concussions.
I remember people that made me money though.
Hey, that's the Ben way. That's the Ben way.
Well, when the clicker clicks, you remember that.
Pavlov.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
But Matt,
I don't hear that clicker for saving my life taking over either.
Matt, back in the radio days, actually, I was doing some the Hummer jump.
Yep.
And then right before I remember you were helping out, right?
Yep. I was putting the boxes between the Hummers.
Okay, yeah. So because I jumped into the boxes, it's on YouTube. You can see this. And then we're like literally right before we were setting up at halftime. We only had like 10 minutes to set up. And then I think
Orlando Predators game.
Yeah, the Predators game. And right before I took off for my startup, the runway, Matt's like, we should put a pad at the last two Hummers if we, just in case you come short. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then he put it, and it did. Literally, the goddamn scooter bounced off the last.
You can
two
see
Hummers.
the video of me running and putting the thing up there.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So Matt, thank you so much.
At best, he saved you from being a quadriplegic.
Your children can thank me.
I could have sued Clear Channel for a lot of money for that, though. And the Predators, they don't have any money.
No, that would have bankrupted them.
The Clear Channel did at the time. I think about that.
You could have got a free dented Hummer out of there, probably.
Being rich, I'll be doing wheelchair.
You'd be breathing through a tube. You'd still be able to do this job. You'd still be able to do this job. Nothing would change.
Just have your wife put your hockey jersey over your head in the morning.
Or one of those bear predator things off eBay.
You don't need the arm.
You can still eat it without your arm.
All right. We're going to take a break
Yep.
and then come back and we'll do the rest of the show.
Yep.
What music do we got?
know the band. It's the Black Keys. You Gotta Lose. It came out a little while ago. We'll be right back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after this.
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Tell each other secrets, even the dark parts that don't glow. Maybe life could feel a little less alone. We may never stand a chance, but we still gotta try. No one's coming to save us from ourselves tonight. Chance encounters, chance encounters. I felt sinister on the sidewalk, intrusive thoughts about. I kinda felt like jumping into traffic downtown. It all blurs together and it barely makes sense. We were 16 once, we will never be again. Are you listening? Oh my God, what a spiritual awakening. I listen, oh my God, to the genius yourself training. Maybe things can never be the same, and that's okay. If we tell each other secrets, even the dark parts that don't glow, maybe life could feel a little less alone. We may never stand a but we still gotta try. No one's coming to save us from ourselves tonight. Chance and colors, chance and colors.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Real quick, we
Ross is here.
We got some. Yes, Ross is here. We have some guests in the studio. They were talking about Bearcat, and it's one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
You could.
It's Bearcat o'clock here in the studio right now. I'm having one.
Yeah.
Which one you got?
I got blood orange.
I like blood orange.
Blood orange is really good.
And if you want to order some, drinkbearcat.com. You can. They'll ship it to you. Use the promo code BDM420, and you'll get a percentage off.
Yep.
Save
some money.
And I don't know what's going on with the old legislation with these kind of products being sold without.
It could change daily.
Yeah,
I don't even look at it. Just enjoy it while it's here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Order
it.
Stock up all you can.
Order it now if you want.
Seriously,
I don't know.
Because
I haven't even talked to Bearcat.
No, I have a feeling it's going to change.
They don't even know. I think
nobody knows.
It's all up in the air.
Let's just hope the FWC's in charge of regulation.
Yes. Oh my God.
So Daniel's got an update about a story that happened when in the Cartacay River in Georgia.
Do you remember, you were here for the BDM show, and I talked about when I was doing my tubing run, there were some kayakers that went down there, and I said that this lady had smacked her head on a rock.
What? You got an update on that?
Yeah, well, because I was completely wrong. Andrea actually went and did some digging on Reddit and found like a Cartacay River kayaking page. Because it's very big there. You know, they get a lot of nice rivers in Georgia, and it's a great, like, mountains and rapids, and people like kayaking. Now, I don't know anything about kayaks. Do you know much about kayaking or kayaks?
I mean, there's not much to know.
Well, there is, because what I'm going to read here is something completely blew my mind.
This kind of messed me up when I was telling you that story about going to see up to Champeau's place to see the full moon. Me and my kids went out kayaking one day, and the main thing to know is there's two types of kayaks. You got your unsinkable, like, ocean kayak, right? And then river kayaks, which require a skirt.
Yeah,
you got to have a skirt around. Boom. Is that what's up?
Boom.
Because my kid almost drowned for the second time. Because we had a kayak with a leaky skirt, and we're out on a lake, and it filled up with water, and I turn around, and little dude's like chest deep in the goddamn lake with the kayak sinking out from under him.
Okay, I'm so glad to hear you say that.
My wife's got a leaky skirt. I gotta wait it out.
Back in my day, we called that a snail trail. You know, my dad told me a joke about a snail trail. My dad is the one that taught me about snail trail. My dad.
Is it like a core memory? Because I have a core memory of my dad in the truck explaining to me what a pearl necklace was because of the ZZ Top
I think
song.
you beat me. I think you goddamn. I think you beat me. Wow. Okay, so this is from Reddit, and this is what the guy wrote. He says, and it's just a summary of what happened because this was an educational article that this other kayaker wrote to try and help some people, that are kayaking. It says, two experienced, because these were experienced kayakers. I had misspoke and said that these looked like rookies. They were not. Two experienced kayakers were paddling normally down the Cartacay, where we were. Paddler A flipped, it's A and B. So paddler A flipped upside down and failed to roll back over. Normally when a kayaker can't roll up, they pull a strap called a grab loop. Have you heard of this?
It lets them out of the sealed in.
It releases the spray skirt, the fabric covering, sealing them into the boat, and they can swim free. This is called a, quote, wet exit. When you have to do that, it's called a wet exit.
Hold on, Tom has a joke about his wife.
Still trail.
Gave a wet exit 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, my God.
That's kind of a sadder joke. And I exaggerated it to my favor. I thought that was pretty good.
So here was the problem. When a spray skirt was put on before the trip, the grab loop got tucked underneath the skirt.
I could see it happening, yeah.
And it wasn't left hanging where you could be grabbed. It was a brand new tight-fitting skirt. That's two problems. The loop was inside the skirt. Also, it was a brand new skirt. It needs to be used a little bit. You need to like put it on and off a couple times so you can
stretch out the elastic a little bit.
Okay. So you can actually use the grabbing loop.
Well, this is common with safety equipment where it's like, I never buckle my helmet when I put it on. So when I fall, it flies off. It tells everybody, I was like, why even wear it?
Brand new, tight-fitting skirt. They'd never used this particular kayak on this particular river. So the person, when they came down, flipped their kayak over, and they couldn't turn back over.
Damn, that's scary as shit.
Yeah, that is the reason why I want to do the update, because just thinking about that.
Now, did they say there was a reason why she couldn't turn over, or it was just because...
It was a combination of body weight, the tightness of the skirt, and the rapid that she was continuing to move and be jostled. So it was almost like it was like everything that could go wrong was going wrong.
It's not easy to flip yourself.
No.
Have you ever done that in a kayak?
I've tried. I had to have somebody swing me over.
I've never been enclosed in one of those that
I have. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it because I'm not a kayaker. I don't know you need a decent amount of, you use your knees too. You can use your knees to punch through the skirt. She couldn't do it. It was a brand new skirt.
But also, like, I believe you use the actual paddle when you're upside down underwater, and then you use the paddle to generate force on one side, which is lifts you up. It
kind of makes sense.
You guys are helping my story so much.
If you lost the paddle too,
she lost her paddle.
Then it's hard to generate enough force, and then you got a wet exit.
Here's the main problem:
literally up the creek without a paddle.
Correct. And here's the main problem: like, okay, getting trapped, the loop, all of that can happen. Here's what happened: the partner that was actually kayaking with them saw that she had lost her paddle, went to retrieve the paddle, wasn't even looking at her flipped over. This was the problem. And the guy, the name of
she probably just he assumed she would just undo her skirt and get out.
But that's not how you're supposed to do it. This guy, his whole article, the title of the article was "People First." When you're doing these sort of things, even if you see the paddle going down there, don't even worry about fuck the paddle.
Yeah. Because he's worried about, like, it's going to go to the river, we're going to lose it, it's going to be gone forever.
Who cares?
Meanwhile, she's drowning.
Correct.
Well, then she gets up, she starts bitching about, when you get my paddle? Like, I'll try to help you. Like, oh, no, I'm fine.
And 9 times out of 10, your wife's going to be fine and bitching at you, but that 10th time, you save her life, blowjobs for life.
Yeah, she chased down, the other person was chasing down the loose paddle.
Tell him every 2 weeks? You're talking every, 3 days.
No, yeah.
Every 3 days? Come on, baby.
I'm not, if I've saved my wife's life, no blowjobs for life. That's maybe 1 or 2 extra.
Now that I'm thinking it through, you would owe Matt Doolittle blowjobs for life too, so we don't even want to do that.
So she was upside down. They abandoned trying to get the paddle. Tried a T-rescue. Now that's flipping the boat back upright using your own boat as a lever.
Christ, how long before they even tried that, though?
They couldn't do it, and both standard rescue techniques were not working. So this person's still underwater.
Yeah.
They finally got another person to help flip her over when they got her to shore, completely unconscious.
Oh, man.
They started CPR and got to the point where it's that quintessential CPR until the person starts barfing, and then they start shallow breathing, and that's what saved her life is the CPR. So the 2 things this guy said were humans first and no fucking CPR if you're going to go kayaking. And another thing I was wrong on, she did get put into an ambulance. I saw that. I was there as she was being loaded in the ambulance. They drove a mile up the river to up the road to an area where they could land a helicopter, and she had to be airlifted to a fucking facility to be saved. And she spent 3 days in the hospital.
And then is she all right now?
She's fine.
Okay,
she's at home. She's full recovery. Dude. Everything is good. It's giving me goosebumps. She's fine. But fuck a paddle. Fuck a paddle and fuck kayaking while I'm at it. I don't need to do that.
Well, I guess
a tube is just fine. A tube and a joint, you fall out. You're like, okay, that was fun. I don't need to be trapped in some shit.
Well, I mean, I guess the moral is, like, always make sure your safety release is operational.
Wow, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't even take life vests to sea.
I know. Wow. To hear him say that, I may actually clip that and put it on the Reddit page so people can say, like, well, that guy said it?
I was thinking it was like...
That's the owner of Sloth World.
Now, I'm saying this. I'll definitely be underwater when they scream. Yeah. I'm trying to push myself.
We all know that.
I'm like, I'm trying to grab rocks as they go by. But if my kids are, like, I'm sealing my kids in a kayak, like, I don't even know if I'd let them do that. just for the off chance of like, hey, what if this safety mechanism doesn't work and you're stuck upside down? Like, that's terrifying. That's how you like she drowned upside down in a river.
Well, with people trying to help her.
Well, the other thing the guy said because I'm paraphrasing a lot of this, but he also did a whole paragraph on how, like, you may think that you want to do this alone. You may think that you like kayaking alone. Do not. It's like scuba diving. You don't do it alone, even though I know that goes against what you love to do. But they're saying you should always have a partner and fuck the paddles and humans first. No CPR. You need to know it. You need to be like up to date on how to do it. And yeah, just I guess know your equipment better. You know, like trying and they were experienced. Like these are people that supposedly have done this multiple times. So anyway, there's the update on that. I got that really wrong.
Crazy.
And that is terrifying, dude. Like fucking terrifying. Now, let's do something lighter. I gathered something for you. I know that Tom likes to debate the validity of QVC, especially now that most QVC, Jewelry TV, all the shows that I love watching are dying. I think one of them went bankrupt. I think Home Shopping Network is gone, right?
Really?
I think Home Shopping Network is gone.
How the fuck do you go out of business selling stuff for 8 times its worth?
Well, my mom loved it. She used to buy me a lot of gifts from there. I believe my Untuck It shirt came from QVC.
All the live TikTok, all the live social media stuff has taken it over.
Now you got Whatnot instead of HSN.
Correct. It's all micro markets now instead of this like, oh, we're going to broadcast the whole nation. It's like, no, there's millions of these micro markets selling shit, you know, in the gold and silver and like all these whatnots. And
I can't believe I asked that question sitting here wearing a Gerbo hoodie.
You're in there. You do it. Yeah, you do it. You dabble in a bit of this. Mm-hmm. So I found this on World Star. I wish I'd been watching it live, but this is the beauty of QVC. The reason I've always been telling you guys to watch QVC is it's the last bastion. I think I've always said this. It's the last bastion of live TV.
Yeah.
It's fully live. It's not like the news. The news is on a delay. They do have a delay. This does not have a delay. Yeah. There's no fucking delay. They can't afford a delay. Real radio has a delay.
Every radio.
Yeah, every radio station has. These guys do not have a delay. And that's what makes it great because they are flying without a net. So I
wonder why they don't have a delay.
It's expensive. Is it? Oh, yeah. That's two of the ones that we had at Real Radio that would ramp up 6 seconds and steal audio were the two most expensive pieces of equipment we had at one time.
Yeah, but was that expensive 20 years ago? I can't imagine it's expensive now. Right?
I don't know. I'd have to research it. But at the time.
Is it just to tape it that quickly and make it still broadcast quality? Is that what the expense is?
I think so. To take away that level of, because the only time the audio dips on a radio station typically is when it's stealing back that audio. You can hear the compression rate. But once you're up to speed, it sounds like, HD quality.
Right.
But this is from QVC this last week. This is, I believe, a woman selling hair products, an older lady. And I'm going to play this for you and just listen to how, this is why you want to watch QVC. Here we go. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to start it over. I got my audio wrong. All right, here we go.
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
She freezes. Look at her hands. She's frozen. Look at her hands. She's fucking frozen. I'm going to play it again. She freezes. I've never seen anybody do that.
That's our dream, Mr. Freezer.
If you pee your pants. That's your dream. Tom always loves it when people freeze, they start pissing their pants. You want to do it again? Oh, it's so good. This is so good. Hold on. Here she goes.
Because you want to be...
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon.
Watch her hide too. She'll hide.
And it looks beautiful.
When she whispers, oh my God.
All right, so here's what's happening
Watch her
today.
hide.
We're having a huge beauty
She'll go-
sale. Everything ships
Watch.
to you for free, but that
Wait
goes away
for
at
it.
the end of the day. I will remind you that this is...
She just crawls under the desk. She crawls under the fucking desk. She crawls under the desk.
She did exactly what I've always wanted. She acted the way I've always wanted someone to act when they fuck up on
so
live
good.
TV, which is
It's my favorite.
You freeze.
She put her hands up like she had a cop draw a gun on her or something. Isn't that great?
And then
It's awesome.
That's why you watch QVC, you dumb shits. I've been telling you guys this for years. That's so good. If I'd have watched that live, it'd have blown me out of bed.
You would have ordered that thing.
Oh, I would have ordered it. I love fucking QVC, man. I love it so much.
Then she's sleek. She's sinks down below the desk and then disappears. and crawls out of there.
Can we give a little love to this lady who's obviously still giving blowjobs? My God, right? It's on the brain. She can't wait to get home and suck her husband's dick.
You know, I do like a woman with gray hair, but then you.
What are you doing?
It's awkward because there's a woman with gray hair
right
next to me.
A very attractive woman with gray hair is next to you. It sounds like I like women with gray hair giving blowjobs. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry, ma'am. But anyway, yes, this is the appropriate way to act. You say you freeze. You say you whisper to yourself. You know your mind.
You want to do one more so we can hear the oh my God from Ross? I will do it one more time.
Yeah.
Here we go. And we have a call.
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only
There she goes.
By the way, when I get a blowjob, I freeze with my hands out
Yeah, I do too.
and then slowly sink away.
When I come, I do like a frozen iguana.
God damn, that is funny.
I think we have a phone call. Thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, guys? LJ.
Oh, I knew it was you, LJ. Oh, please do not stop stick the show. We're having so much fun today, and sometimes you come in with crazy shit.
No, is this ACT?
No, what? It's fucking Friday. I'm hanging up. I'm done. I'm fine. I'm over. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Hold on.
I'm done.
There's no way.
LJ calls in almost every day.
Yeah.
Right? And
how can he not know it's the fucking Friday free show?
Say about that, you're with me.
I'm
right?
with you. 100%. I'm done. I hung up on him, and I love the guy. I love the guy, but I hung up on him. I can't do it.
We've been doing the Friday show every Friday for 17 years.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And I know we started at 2, and then we moved it to 12, but that was like 8 years ago or something, like, wasn't it? Or like, you know,
when we moved to the studio. Yeah, how long have we been in the? No, when we moved to
here 12 years.
Then 12 years ago we changed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like we did it a long enough time ago.
At the exact same time he was calling, my wife called me.
Whoa, my God.
Oh, my wife does that to me all the time.
I saw Tom text his wife. He's like, "Get the gray wig out." I saw that. I saw your text. Get the gray wig out. LJ, I love you, buddy, but we try to stay. There's some continuity here, man. Come on.
Well, okay, I'll defend myself. Because walking, like, you know, the lady from The Walking Dead. You're like, oh,
Carol.
Yeah, she looks
I like
younger
Carol,
than her
too.
hair looks. And then you're like, I want.
I like
blowjob.
Yeah. What?
No,
You want a blowjob from Carol for The Walking Dead?
Who doesn't?
I wanted a Michonne blowjob.
Oh, yeah.
I think I made that joke before where her brothers sit on the couch and watch. They have no arms. They can't do shit to me.
And the part you like about it is, quote, she looks younger than her hair looks.
And then he goes, me want blowjob.
Then you go over to the brothers. They got no jaw or arms. And you're like, I'll put my dick in there.
Oh, my God.
Wow. What's a zombie? They don't
the,
have any rights.
In the armhole or in their mouth?
Oh, yeah, in the jaw hole.
No, they can bite it off. I'll fuck their armhole.
She took the jaws off.
Oh, that's right. She did take that. So you just whap it on you just have to whap it on the top of their jaw. It's like a reverse hammer. I'm a sick person. LJ laughed at that. LJ laughed at that.
I hope the news is still listening.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Oh, my God.
Let's do some voicemails.
You want to do some voicemails?
Yeah, let's do
You guys coming up at 11, a report, how would you fuck a zombie?
Are you guys going to watch the new, I'll throw this out there, too. Are you guys going to watch the new Ted Lasso, where he's coaching a ladies soccer team?
I've seen the ads for it on House of Dragon. They're pushing it hard on all the new shows, the popular ones. And Ted Lasso was a good show, quality writing.
We needed it, though. It came in
positive.
We needed it during the pandemic. I don't think we need it now, so it doesn't land the same for me. Because I'm back to normal, baby. We're open.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need the hugs.
And it was very one note. Like how was it like 4 seasons? Like
this is the 4th, I believe.
It never changed note one single time. It was the same show it was like Scooby-Doo in consistency.
It was, which a lot of people like the fact that it's positive. They know what they're going to get.
A lot of people want a character that changes in literally any way.
Yeah.
Once they have something that they like. And I guess the premise now is he's coaching a ladies team and that Roy Kent has taken over as coach of the male team, which does make sense. So I understand that. I don't know. I just think it's, and Tuttle actually is the reason I wrote that down. He reached out to me and asked if we were, watching it. And I said, not yet. Tuttle said actually the first episode's really good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you like the characters and you like that type of vibe of show, like, hey, it's not going to be stressful. It's only going to be positive with, some comedy. Sudeikis is funny, and there's good writing. And it is, but it's never going to be what it was at the height of it. It's going to continually deteriorate.
And I still contend we needed it because we're all like weird and scared, and it was like a weird time. And then the show came out, and everybody kind of bonded over like, hey man, give it a shot. I know it looks weird, but it's good. And then like it worked, and we were all like, oh, we need this. I just don't. Maybe it's like place and time kind of.
The last thing Tuttle recommended for me to watch was the Serbian film.
Oh wow. I'm sorry.
I just read the wiki. That was enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't. That's a terrible, terrible movie. All right. You wanted some voicemails.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's do this one right here. We've been talking about diving boards and insurance companies.
On a recent ACT, you mentioned about insurance companies flying a drone over your house to look for diving boards.
This is a cartoon character, but it is. This is a real live cartoon character.
He's using like that toy voice changer so that it can remain hidden.
It's really good. It's a great voice.
It reminded me. When I used to work for Seminole County, every year they would hire this company to fly an airplane over all of the county and take high-definition pictures of the entire county. Then what they would do is they would run those pictures through a change detection algorithm of the previous year's pictures to see if anybody had installed something like a pool, a shed, anything along those lines. And if so, then what they would do is they would cross-reference that with permit applications. Did you pull a permit for the shed? Did you pull a permit for this pool? And then if you didn't, what they would do is have the tax department come knock on your door and say, hey, you owe us some money. You pulled this thing and you didn't pull a permit.
I like there was no intro, there was no outro. It's just straight business and a cool voice.
It's cool that we got a call from a sloth on this show.
So this ties into what's going on right now is that the people are rebelling against the government.
What's going on?
Is this Concrete Mike?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Hold on. Tom's going to finish his point, and then I'll grab you, okay? Hold on.
So, like with the flock cameras, have you seen the stories about local citizens are destroying the flock cameras?
I've been using them to stalk women.
Or a lot of guys will just set up a lawn chair next to it and just put a sign on a stick that's just blocking the camera. I've seen a lot of that virally going around.
The citizens are protesting the government taxing all of us using this new technology. And I know that there's been certain municipalities that have wanted to put cameras on dump trucks on their city dump trucks.
Yep, we talked about that.
So that they can flag people for any sort of violations in their yard. And they're like, instead of sending a human out there, this dump truck is going to take a picture of everybody, and then we'll send them notices like, oh, this is a violation or whatever. And people don't, of course they don't like that. We do not want to live in that sort of...
We kind of already do, but we don't want more of it.
Society, where the government now is watching every single...
Able to catch us on the shit we're getting away with.
Yes.
I'm trying to throw away batteries in my trash.
Why? Because we, the people... You want to look at my tattoo?
Oh, do you have one? Oh, my God.
It's on my butt.
Yeah. Is that next to the Iron Cross?
We have the power. This is our country.
In order to form a more perfect union,
we shouldn't be giving the police, the government, full reign to tax every move that we make, every violation that they see, have all this, easy way for us to tax, it's like, what the hell are we doing? We don't want this. Right. We're in control, not the other way around.
The good thing about Tom is that he's read so few books, he can get through this whole thing without referencing 1984 at all.
I know. And he was born in 83, which is weird, right?
82.
82? Oh, 82.
All right. But anyway, what do you guys feel about it?
Oh, flock cameras? I hate them. Yeah, I think it's stupid.
I have voluntary cameras through my whole house, just right to the CIA. Complete opposite.
Hey, Mike, can you hear us, buddy?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, you sound great this time, man. What's on your mind?
All right, good. Well, I'm in my new truck. It's hooked to Bluetooth, so I didn't know how it was going to sound.
Sounds great.
So we're talking old lady blowjobs, right?
We are. Thank you for calling the Women with Gray Hair Blowjob Hotline. This is Dan speaking. How may I direct your call?
It was that or Mike had killed a sloth at some point. It was one of those two things.
So about, I want to say 24 years ago, somewhere around there, I had a roommate, and he was real fond of doing crystal meth, and so wasn't his mom. And she needed a ride to go to Lakeland to go pick some up, and her son was too messed up to drive over there. So I told her I'd drive her, and we're heading down I-4. Next thing I know, she pulls her teeth out of her mouth, starts sucking my dick going down I-4 all the way to Lakeland.
Hold on, Mike.
Which exit did you get on?
we have to rewind a little bit.
You can't
this may be the worst show we've ever done. I honestly believe that with all my heart.
Oh, God, please let the news still be listening.
This is the end of it.
Downtown's exit like 86. Lakeland's like, I don't know, like 40-something. That's a 30, 40-minute blowjob.
I hope Greg Warner is listening.
Rough. She sucked me off, got me off, and then kept sucking my dick, got me hard again, and then got me off again.
Dude, she was sucking your dick the whole way to Thonotosassa.
all the way from Conway, Florida to Lakeland.
Hold on, so Mike.
That's a lot of blowjobbing.
Yeah, so there had to have been.
And you're just driving? What music are you listening to? I feel like that's a five-finger death punch day. Yeah.
It was probably White Zombie or something.
Yeah, a little more human than human.
Yeah.
Why don't you suck my dick to some White Zombie?
Dragula?
Hey! I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Hold on. You get a blast for
I'll
that.
tell you what,
An old lady blowjob is called a Dragula.
No, that's when you have a gay man dressed as a woman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Without the teeth and it's just the gums. And that's a different kind of blowjob right there, buddy.
All right. So, Mike, now the comedy to me is in the details of how this transaction happened. She didn't even ask you anything. Also, you'd have to take your penis out and...
Well, his penis was already out.
She started rubbing my leg and grabbing at my dick. And she's like, you want a blowjob? And I'm like, well, all right. I'm like, all right.
By the way, if anybody says that to me, man or woman, I'm down. Yeah, if you want a blowjob, I'll make sure. Why not? I'm 50. I'm not going to be here much longer.
And then right then, Thunder Kiss 1965 comes on.
Oh, dude, Thunder Kiss is a great song.
It's a great tune.
Is that how meth heads pay for lady meth heads?
Are you really asking that question?
Oh, yeah, like so they already know. It's like Steve-O before he left. He's like, you want to take a picture? So he knew.
How does that equate to? Where are we going?
Well, I'm just saying.
Did you get a blowjob from Steve-O?
Like Mike didn't tell.
Meth from Steve-O.
Like so, Mike didn't tell his roommate's mom. Like, hey,
I'll drive you for a blowjob.
Yeah, I'll drive you. Like,
no, Mike's not an animal.
So like she offered it up. Like because that must be.
She's being neighborly.
Well, that must be the common.
Yeah, you didn't say like, hey, I'll give you a ride for a blowjob.
No, I did not. But, I mean, it was easier for her to do that than have to give me gas money, I guess.
Okay, so she just offered it knowing that she's going to have to pay in some way.
You were doing a favor.
Yeah, grass,
she didn't have cash
or
grass. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So people know that out there. That's a common thing for like addicts.
It's in the pornos too.
Yeah,
it's like the stepsister comes in, she wants to borrow your car, and she'll give you a blowjob, and you give her the car. That's a thing. That's like a whole category.
But I just always thought that if they would just take advantage of someone that wasn't going to ask for it and just get the thing for free without paying, having to do that. But maybe it's like such a nothing.
You'd be the worst meth head ever. Dude, I'm giving you a ride, I get nothing out of it. I'm driving you all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
they're like, we're checking out locations for Sloth World. I'm like, well, I need a blowjob.
I'll tell you what, it was one of the best blowjobs I've ever had. That woman knew what she was doing.
Yeah, because if there's no teeth there, it's almost like she has a face pussy.
No, okay, come on.
I hope that's in the news.
I guess that. No.
I was just happy. I was just happy she swallowed it all and didn't spit it out on the floor of my truck or something while we were driving down the road.
Okay,
Mike,
thank you,
listen,
Mike.
We
love you, Mike. We love you.
We got sponsors.
Yeah.
There's a a limit to here of what we can do.
We're there.
We're promoting legitimate businesses that are on the up and up, and then they're spending money with us.
It's crazy because usually with meth you lose your appetite.
Mike, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, y'all have a good weekend.
All right, man. You too.
All right. Okay.
God. That's a great call. See, that's how you do it.
Let's take a quick break.
Yes, sir. The name
Tom's gonna jack off.
Yeah,
after that.
he's so horny right now.
You know.
Go in there. I hear Walking Dead previews playing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The name of the band is the Flatliners. You know these guys. I'm doing a lot of known bands today. The name of the song is Stolen Valor. We're a huge fan of that here in the show.
Mr. Mo DeWitt does not endorse anything said on Tom and Dan.
No, he absolutely does not. This is the Flatliners with Stolen Valor. We'll be right back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOM-NDAN. Show at tomandan.com if you want to leave an email.
Z159 FM.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. That caught me off guard. It's like it's a short little acoustic song. Welcome back, everybody.
Yes.
Want to continue with some voicemails?
Yeah.
Because it's been a very eventful day. It's not very often that you hear one of my relatives call in.
What? Yeah.
Hello, Dan Jr. This is your second cousin, Dale Williams, from Virginia. I knew the whole family. I know all about the country ham. And I got a few stories for you.
I bet you do.
Love to chat with you. Later.
Dale rules. I'll be trying to get Dale on the show. Dale.
Can you
hear how tall he is by his voice?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't get any of that.
Dale Jr., the Virginia Giant?
No. He called me Dan.
Jr.
Well, I'm not Dan Jr. I don't think he knows that, though. I have a different middle name than my father, so I never took the Jr. My dad was actually Dan Jr. There was Daniel Reams, Dennis, his dad, and then my dad was Daniel Reams, Dennis, and then my with Daniel Lee, Dennis.
So you have a second cousin.
Your middle name could have been Reams?
Yeah. Yeah. My dog Dansby's middle name is Reams, after my father.
Okay.
You know, Dansby, Reams, Dennis.
So Dale is your second cousin, Virginia Giant.
Dude, he's so tall and a very nice man. And you can hear the cigarettes and how tall he is, right?
Does he not have your personal phone number?
No.
Then how did he find this one?
I couldn't tell you.
He must have seen it on your
Came
social
up on
media.
TikTok or something. I don't know, Sloth World scandal. Yeah. I don't know. I'd be interested, number one, to see how he ended up finding the show. Yeah. Probably, if I had to guess, my cousin Scotty, who I am very close with, and we still talk like weekly. And Scotty may have seen Dale and mentioned that I was talking about like country ham or doing an impression of my dad or something.
And then he obviously went to the website, downloaded a couple episodes.
I think so, yeah. Which is kind of cool, but it's also weird because
he's late to the game. He's been on the goddamn air for 30 years.
But that makes me feel bad because I'm not really close with all of them. And if I'm just being honest, when my dad died, this is not the fun part, but when my father passed, it kind of I put a wall up with all of that because it's just like thinking about it is hurtful, like having no parents and being an orphan now is weird. I would give anything to have one of my parents or both of them especially, but but maybe
if you had to pick one,
Dad.
Why would you do that?
Because he knew I'd answer it. Only my dad, just based on humor. And my mom, she had a lot of health problems and Dad, I don't know, Dad was a little more sudden. So, yeah, if I had, in my thing, Mom would even agree with that. Mom would like, yeah, that makes more sense. So
she's
at peace with God.
You cut off Dale from Virginia? You could have been
I
calling
didn't
the whole
cut
time?
him off. I don't do anything. Like they have gatherings and stuff like that, and I don't really get invited because I don't interact. It's a nothing. It's not a want of not doing it or doing it.
Well,
it's like
there are a lot of people. It's hard to like second cousins and cousins like to keep in contact with them, and then see them, especially in different states. Like time passes on, you're busy with your own family. And
Dale's always one of my favorites, though. Like we'd see him, and like he had great stories, and he was always super kind. And he's a little bit older than me, and by like probably like 10 or so years or so. He's great. He's great. You want to take this phone call? Should we take it?
All right.
Should we gamble? Should we gamble? Thanks for calling A Mediocre Time. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Dale. This is the cousin they're talking about.
Dale, were you watching live?
Yeah.
If you was.
Okay, turn us down if you can, Dale. Hey, man, thanks for calling us. It's very good to hear your voice, man.
So, Dale.
You there?
Yeah. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So, Dale, what's your experience? I want to know of having Dan Lee,
yeah.
Dan Lee Dennis as your second cousin.
Did he ever shit himself some embarrassing?
That's what your mom used to say all the time, Dan Lee.
Yeah.
And we had heard, we used to hear Dan Jr. as well. Of course, that was, way back in the day. But yeah, I tell you, it's interesting. Your whole family, man. The stories, the times we got together for those reunions and stuff was just awesome.
The best.
And I'm gonna tell you what, your dad and his brother, these guys were a hoot.
Oh yeah, Dan and Doug, the twins, identical twins, mirror image twins. Like my dad parted his hair on the left side, Doug parted his hair on the right side. Dad was a lefty, Doug was a righty. They looked exactly the same, like literally growing up with in there. And they were the fun. Dale, would you agree that they're two of the funniest people in the world?
Oh my God, we look forward to seeing them at the reunions.
Yeah, it would just be wild. Like we'd get together, and I don't mean wild in like we were hooting and hollering. I mean more like we just sit around and tell stories and laugh and just laugh and laugh.
Some hooting, some
a little hooting and hollering.
Dale, you live up in Virginia. What do you do for a living?
Well, actually, I'm now in Charleston. The reason I plugged Virginia is because that's where I was originally from.
Okay.
And that's where we had some of the family reunions up there. But I'm in Charleston now.
Right on. How you like it,
and
Charleston?
used to work for the railroad.
Oh, that's a real man job.
Like say all of my so like Dale and then WH, he worked the tobacco market. So a lot of my relatives, I'm sure they look at like what I do, making dick and fart jokes as me. I'm the weakest dentist. Would you, Dale? You'd agree I'm the weakest dentist, right? Like I don't do any real job.
I could have told you that.
It's so good to hear from you, man. Do you ever make it? Will you ever make it to Orlando? I'd love to see you.
I very seldom go anywhere, to tell you the truth.
Me too.
There's a train that comes right here, dude.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you for calling, though. It's so good to hear your voice. And tell me, do you have a favorite story maybe about my dad and Doug?
Oh, I got a couple of quick ones.
Yeah, give it.
One time I was back in Virginia, and I went over to Doug's house, and he was in the kitchen on the phone. And I come up to the side door, tap, he waves me in, so I come in. I'm standing in the kitchen while he's talking on the phone, and then it wasn't long after he got off, and he looked at me and goes, "That brother of mine, he thinks just because he's older." And I looked at him like, "Are you kidding me? What? He's got you beat by what, 5-10 minutes?"
Yeah, no, you know what? I think it was less than that. I think it was.
Did he consider
absolutely
himself the older brother, even though it was at the same time?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My dad bossed around Doug. Yeah, Dale's right.
And plus, he's right-handed versus left-handed. He's obviously in charge.
My dad was lefty. My dad was a lefty. Yeah, but Dale, you're absolutely correct. I think my dad, and I may be wrong on this, but I thought it was like a couple of minutes, like a minute and a half, a minute 37 seconds or something like that. But my dad, because
it couldn't have been long.
Yeah, my dad was like, "I'm the boss. You are my little brother, no matter what." And it's funny how he did sort of treat him like that. Yeah, that's funny, man.
I thought he was trying to punk me.
No. And then it's like, I'll give you one. I remember my dad, and it's just because they had a strange relationship. They also had that like telepathy, kind of like telepathic twin thing where they kind of knew when each other needed each other or when they needed to call. And my dad, Doug, do you remember when Doug got the perm?
I was getting ready. That was my second story.
Yeah. Hit it.
Doug. Doug got the perm.
Yeah, Doug got a perm, and my
Say it
dad.
was the other way around, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, Doug
Doug with that perm. Huh?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Doug got the perm, and then my dad went to play golf. They went out and played golf together, and then my dad came back, and we were, like, leaving, and my dad's, like, talking about it. And my dad, it's funny, it's like my dad looked at me and my mom and was like, I wonder what I would look like with a perm. And we both looked at him like, what the fuck are you, like, why? What are you, why?
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact story I remember because it's like, are you kidding? Look at him.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about, man? Like, you guys, like, look exactly the blank and same. Hey, Dale, thank you for calling, man.
Whoa, Dale. Any embarrassing Dan Lee stories from when he was a kid?
Yeah, do you remember me doing anything crazy?
Not really. Last time that I saw you, you came to Virginia with your dad and your mom, and that was, my God, I don't know how long ago that was. I just remember the one thing that stood out with technology was you had a phone that took pictures. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that sounds like me. I probably had a T-Mobile Sidekick or something like that. And yeah, look, I've always been a tech guy. It's funny, Dale, now I'm 50 now, and I think about it, and I want nothing to do with technology. The constant updates, the software, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass.
It is.
It was supposed to be beneficial, and I mean, there's been times I was trying to pull my hair out just trying to reset a password.
I know. Oh yeah, you should. You'd be. Tom's the same way.
I hate when they tell me this is not good enough to choose another. I'm like, well, what the? I'm the man. I'm the master of this. I'm choosing them. You ask me to choose a password. You tell me it's not good enough.
Yeah. Then they make you put like characters in, like put a $sign in it, put a capital in it.
I'm putting 42069. Then I'm like, God damn.
You use my password?
Dale, thank you for calling, man. I appreciate you. Hey, shoot me an email, and we'll try to get together. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. I love you. Take care.
You, Dale.
All right, take care, y'all.
See you, man.
Did not say I love you back.
Yeah, well, he's a real man. He's a real railroad man.
Railroad man, a tobacco market man. Yeah, WH would go. He worked the railroad. WH would work the tobacco market where he would. So if anybody ever questions whether I'm Southern or not, I mean, I think I got the qualifications. But WH would tell me he would go there and he would check the quality of the roller leaves and stuff they'd actually bring in sample. I'm like, what? He worked for RJ Reynolds.
Oh.
So yeah, tobacco crazy, and flips Harley Davidsons on the side.
When you were talking about your dad and your brother, and I saw this mini documentary about twins separated at birth, and
that one with Schwarzenegger and DeVito.
Well, they look totally different, but they're twins.
Yeah, one got all the good sperm, one got all the bad sperm.
But they were separated at birth to different families, and then a researcher studied them, like, I guess, and when they're in their 30s or 40s or whatever, and they had a bunch of eerie coincidences.
Yeah, when you get to nature and nurture in psychology class, they love bringing this one up.
Yeah. And then it's like, and these two twins like named their dog the same, had the same.
They both became firemen. They both like drove the same model car, like all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, like completely separated in the country, and
maybe even didn't know they were twins. I think because they were adopted out. So
yeah,
kind of a surprise.
Yeah,
like,
I think you're right.
Twin.
I think it was just like random. This one there, and then they did the same thing.
There was some shit that I'm like, this has got to be bullshit, and I don't know if it's true because you can't trust all the mini documentaries.
Yeah, because the one was not from Krypton.
You've changed your ways a little bit.
But they had the same name wife. At least this is what the mini documentary said, and like the same name dog, the same type of job,
and Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy, and Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln.
It's true.
And all these super eerie things that they did exactly the same.
Yeah, they had the same interests. They both played golf. They both liked motorcycles.
Yeah.
They both would, like, if Dad got like a new car, then when we go there, then Doug would have a very similar car. That is all true. And I don't think that, I mean, I'm sure there are other twins that maybe don't do that, but in my case, I can remember driving with my dad to Virginia to visit Doug, and when we'd see him, I remember one time he came up to Nashville, we were camping, and Doug drove his new car up there, and it was like this badass, like I want to say like the first LeBaron we had ever seen, like a convertible LeBaron. And
I saw
we were
one on the
like,
highway the other day. It still looks good.
dude, I was like, as a kid, I was like, oh my God, this is badass.
I told you, the block I walked my dog around had 2 of them, and it was my dream car in like 1985.
White LeBaron,
Yep.
red interior.
Oh.
I'd drive it right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
With a burgundy, like a deep burgundy. I can't remember if the seats were white. I don't think they were. I think they were all red.
Oh.
Red leather with like red, like poofy carpet.
And the flimsiest looking convertible top.
Yeah,
but
you know, but you kept it down all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Dude, to this day, you had one of the most unique experiences in life to have your dad pass away, but his twin brother is still alive. To me, I don't know, and to you, it's different.
It wasn't fun
because
that last part wasn't fun. When you'd see him, you'd kind of like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's still crazy
it's
to
like
me.
seeing a ghost, man. It was weird.
Right.
Yeah, just your dad, and I know you had a different relationship because you grew up with him all your life, so it's like it's a different person.
No, but just seeing him or smelling him. Okay, I'll tell you, like just giving Doug a hug after my dad passed or seeing him, like they smell the same, man. It's the same fucking person. Like if you really think about it,
it's the same fucking DNA.
It's just a copy, right?
Yeah.
It's just, and they're very similar men. Now they're different men. They are, but they were, you know,
Yeah,
and they're both gone now. So God bless them both. But it was just, you would like the way they felt, their handshake,
the same
you know,
person.
the way that they're like the smell of them, you know, their interest, the way that they talk, their laugh, little mannerisms, like the way they blink when they say things, or like the way that they doodle, like the way that they wrote. It's weird, man. It's really weird.
It is like real life Ghost at the end, you know, when she's hugging Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. I called my dad Whoopi Goldberg.
So, why can't we have a serious moment on the show?
We can't. I don't want a serious moment on the show. I'm almost getting a little more emotional than I should on the show because it's really good to hear from Dale. Like that, I'll tell you right
Why
now.
am I imagining
that made my weekend?
Your dad is a ghost coming down, seeing Whoopi Goldberg, and being like, nah. Just going back to
Oh my God! We'll end with this. We'll end with this one because this one was really funny. I got this one yesterday.
All right.
I got this the last one. I got this voicemail yesterday, and it made me laugh.
Hey guys, just heard some really bad news. Gringos closed their doors.
Did you know we had Peter Griffin listening to this? Do you know that? Does that not sound like Peter Griffin discovered that Gringos is closed? Look, here, we'll start.
Hey guys, just heard some really bad news. Gringos closed their doors. Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I heard it and rode out to UCF location, and sure enough, it's all dark at 11:30 in the morning. Well, you know, as dark as it's going to get at 11:30 in the morning.
Hold on, sir.
That reminds me of the time I went to Gringos and they were all out of cash now.
We have the real-time internet, and there's a thing called a phone, too. You don't have to
Some
drive.
people aren't on there. You are addicted to your phone. This man obviously is not.
Yeah, but you call before you drive.
guys.
You have to see it for yourself.
I was going to take Meg up there for some queso, but it's all closed down.
Like, you're like, I have to see this for myself. You're driving all the way to UCF. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm close.
Oh, yeah.
And he clearly got online to check what time they opened. So, like, while you're there.
Yeah, and it says it in red next to it.
Pirate Spot Craig is hosting a graduation event this weekend. And several months ago arranged for the decorations and the catering, and he went with Gringos Logos.
Oh, shit.
Oh, did they do it?
Oh, God, what are you going to do, Craig?
Sometimes you take that last job, like when our business goes.
Yeah, we'll do one last live show.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, yeah, we'll do anything. A Sloth World commercial, whatever.
Yep.
Capybara? What do you got going on? We'll say anything. We'll say anything.
All right, anything to plug before we get out of
you
here?
going to be anywhere, Ross?
I'll be at the Mo Comedy Jam in Tampa tomorrow. It's sold out.
Yes, sir.
I will give you guys a little probably shouldn't announce this yet, but Fuck it. October 17th, Mo Comedy Jam is going to be at the Orlando Funny Bone.
Okay.
And it is going to be a What Do You Want From Us show.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's the show I love. The one that I always talk about, the one that I just went to not even a month ago. Ross, Larry Fulford. I don't know what your lineup is. I'm sure that's going to be a secret.
Don't have a lineup yet. I've been told by Larry to extend you, Dan, an invitation. I know you guys have talked about doing some stuff. You want to come on stage and do some stuff with us, though.
Oh, what do you mean? Just sit at the table?
We can kick it around, but like, from that to like maybe open for us, maybe do a song with Larry. I know you guys have kicked around some ideas before.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I will.
Think about it. Keep it in mind.
Okay.
Well, I've been working on a couple minutes.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I email myself.
Do you really email yourself like stand-up?
Yeah, topic/stand-up. I got a bunch of stuff in there.
And we do thank you for your submission. We'll be reviewing it, and I'll be right back to you.
All right.
Anything else to plug?
No, that's
Thank
it.
you to my cousin Dale for calling. That you made my weekend, dude.
That was cool as hell.
That's really neat,
That was
and
cool as hell.
that's like legitimately real. Like that is not any BS, and it's really good to hear your voice, man. By the way, you should be doing some voice acting because your voice is great.
So I will say we got some things in the works right now.
You already broke one of them on an ACT.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on Monday's BDM show because that's.
I spilled my thing. Spill your shit, dude. Come on.
Well, we can save it for the BDMs because they know first.
Yep.
And then we'll tell you about the status of the beer fest and what that's happening because things are moving. But we got some meetings to do and some other things. But we'll talk about it on the BDM show, and that'll be on Monday. And that's it.
Oh, yeah, I got real serious there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's my fault.
I didn't know
I ended it wrong. I'm bad at the endings. I'm fine in the middle.
I hang up on everybody. I don't know how to do it.
You did say you wanted to do 55 seconds of silence for every sloth inside the Sloth World. So.
The salute. The salute. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We had a lot of fun today, and we will see you Monday. Bye, guys.